Hello and welcome to the 5 Minute Film Club. Singing in the Rain is a 1952 musical comedy starring Debbie Reynolds, Donald O'Connor and Gene Kelly, who also choreographed and co-directed the film with Stanley Donen. Set in a late 1920s Hollywood, it shows a time in motion picture history when silent films made the transition to the talkies. Kelly's Don Lockwood is the top silent star of his day, accompanied by his starlet, Lena Lamont, played by Jean Hagen, who I last reviewed in The Asphalt Jungle. They attract a huge crowd to their latest romantic drama, The Royal Rascal, and at the premiere, he tells a rather untruthful version of how he got to where he is now. I also really like the flashback scenes over the top of Don Lockwood's less than genuine retelling of his early days, and, sets up his character nicely. He's a bit of a jerk. At the film's after-show party, the head of the studio shows a test for a talking picture, and it is immediately poo-pooed by his guests, and they all laugh about the upcoming jazz singer, truly Warner Brothers' first talking picture, because they predict it will bomb. However, it doesn't, and RF rushes to change the next Lamont-Lockwood film into a talkie. However, Lamont is less than suitable for numerous reasons. The first being that she can't seem to talk and act at the same time, and number two, well, she sounds like this.
I'm so downhearted, Teresa. My father has me betrothed to the Baron de Lansfield, and I can't stand him.
Lockwood and his best friend Cosmo Brown, played by Donald O'Connor, devise a plan to use background dancer / singer Kathy Selden, played by the wonderful Debbie Reynolds, as a voice actor to dub over all of Lena's lines and actually turn the film into a musical. RF is won over with the idea, and Don and Kathy also start a relationship, much to Lena's annoyance. Lena is also less than hot on the idea of being dubbed, and feeling threatened by Kathy, battles with RF to make sure Kathy always remains in the background, which in turn puts strain on Don and Kathy's burgeoning partnership. Singing in the Rain was designed to be a jukebox musical of sorts, featuring the back catalogue of songwriter Arthur Freed, who was responsible for all of the big MGM musicals of the day, as most of the songs he was famous for, including Singing in the Rain, were released in the early days of talking pictures. Screenwriter Betty Comden and partner Adolph Green decided to pay homage to that with a story set within that time. Films about Hollywood, particularly the golden age of cinema, can spawn some really great films, and Hollywood always loves a story involving themselves, and audiences like the nostalgia it brings. So Singing in the Rain is a perfect example of that. There are many reasons to watch this film, but primarily you're here for the musical numbers, and they are fantastic. What I really loved about sitting and watching the film is the fact that they sneak up on you. This doesn't start off as a big, all-out musical film. It starts off more as a comedy, and then slowly as the film within the film that we're watching, the dueling cavalier becomes the dancing cavalier, so does Singing in the Rain become a musical. With each musical number they get bigger in scale and scope, until the Broadway melody number towards the end, which shows off Gene Kelly as the genius choreographer and performer he was. Gene Kelly was a hard taskmaster in getting the film exactly right, and Debbie Reynolds described him as tricky. She wasn't a dancer, and they clashed quite a bit during the filming, until Fred Astaire found a crying Reynolds under a piano and gave her some extra lessons, and probably more importantly some support. The Good Morning Dance routine was filmed for 15 hours straight, and Reynolds left with bleeding feet. Kelly didn't take it easy on himself either. He had a fever for 3 days after filming the main Singing in the Rain number. That number is of course amazing, and I found it really powerful. Like all of the song and dance numbers in the film, they have such a great organic feel about them. And Kelly's voice in Singing in the Rain is so soft and gentle. I think what makes it so emotional is that it shows Don Lockwood being vulnerable for the first time in the film and not hiding behind his star status. He has fallen madly in love with Kathy, and so what better expression than to dance and sing in the rain? Singing in the Rain is a must-watch for anyone that loves movies. It is so full of fun and joy, and I can't think of a better time to have finally ticked this film off of my list. Thank you very much for watching my review of Singing in the Rain, and please let me know your experiences of watching the film in the comments down below. And also a big hello to all of my new subscribers to the channel. It's great to have you here. I've got lots planned for the rest of this month and in March, where I'll be attending virtually the Glasgow Film Festival. Really looking forward to that. And tomorrow I round out my Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy with Spider-Man 3. So make sure to come back tomorrow around about 6 o'clock to watch that. But until then, I'll say thank you very much for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!